ride with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met it.
What's going on, guys? It's your man Ed Hayes here, and we are back for another podcast, y'all. And in this one, man, I'm just outside my place out here in Las Vegas. It's feeling beautiful out here, man. Just wanted to make a quick podcast and try to bless the community with a little game, a little value today. I'll be having a lot of conversations with, some of my coaching clients as well as some of my colleagues, throughout the nation and whatnot. And it's a lot of stuff going on in the nation right now. So I just want to kind of chat with you all about being able to maximize profit potential right now with everything that we have going on, with the moratorium on evictions and things like that, as well as, just the government giving everybody these PPP loans, stimulus checks, like everybody out here cashing out right now, right? So it's very, very important to have a lot of different ways to maximize your profit potential. If you're just coming to the table with, just this wholesale offer, honestly, it's really, really hard out here for a lot of people right now that are just coming with a wholesale offer. So in other words, in today's podcast, I really wanted to just chat for a little bit about subject to deals, lease options, and just additional ways to get out here and get some profit. And I've got some resources for you all as well that you all can check out after you listen to this podcast to kind of get a deeper understanding of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to try to be as brief as possible, but one thing that we're doing out here in Las Vegas is that we're not just trying to get a wholesale deal. Right now, that's great. Don't get me wrong. Like, if we happen to find something that maybe we don't want for ourselves or we can't see the potential in it ourselves, then we'll wholesale it off to someone else. But generally speaking, we're the buyers out here in Las Vegas. That's actually our slogan, is we don't find buyers, we are the buyers. And I want you all to realize, regardless of your current situation, you can be the buyer as well. All right. And that's why I wanted to talk about subject to deals and lease options, because those are options that, traditionally are called creative real estate financing strategies, right? So those strategies allow you to be able to come into these deals very often with literally $0 out of pocket and literally make money off these properties for years. Instead of you just getting like a one-time $5,000-$10,000 assignment fee with like a sandwich lease option, for instance, you can get 5 to 10 up front, then you can get an additional like $500 to $800 per month for like 3 to 5 years, which can add up real fast. And then you can also be cashing out another $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 on the back end. So those are the deals that just keep on giving. And some sellers are only going to be interested in something like that. So I just want you all to kind of wrap you all's minds around these additional exit strategies. That's all these are exit strategies. Wholesaling specifically is the ability to get the property at a discount price. What we do with it at that point is really up to us. We can assign the deal off. We can subject to it. We can lease option it. We can we've got a lot of different options. Sorry, it may be a little bit loud. I stay very close to an airport out here in Las Vegas, so I tend to hear a lot of little planes and helicopters and stuff taking off all the time or whatever. Lord have mercy. So, but anyway, I really want y'all to understand a little. Y'all can get out here with literally $0, mess around, have terrible credit, have no money, and literally go out here and be able to make 5, 10, 15, 20K up front, cash flow in the middle, and make profit on the back end. Or you can even get these properties on terms, right? And then be able to wholesale the terms to someone else. So you don't even have to actually do the long-term play or whatever. You could just sell the long-term play to someone else for like $10,000, for instance. So there's a lot of opportunity out here. And like I said, wholesaling is the ability to get it at a discount price. What we do with it at that point is really up to us. So In other words, like I said earlier, like one thing that we're doing out here in Las Vegas is that instead of just coming to the table with a wholesale offer, we're coming to the table with a platter of options. So maybe like 3 different options that we're providing to these sellers. So instead of, us just calling them and like, hey, take my lowball cash offer, we're like, hey, here's our cash offer, but tell me this, John, like, would you be interested in actually selling me the property over the course of, let's say, 3 years? And then I can, put myself in position to be able to actually pay you the full amount versus just giving you this wholesale offer. So that's one way that you can actually convince some sellers to say yes, right? Because you're not just coming with that one offer. So maybe you have a wholesale offer. Maybe you have a subject to offer because they still have a mortgage on the property. And then maybe you even have an additional option of being able to list the property for them if you are an agent, or maybe you can even offer them another option of being able to partner up with them on the deal. Maybe you do have the finances, but maybe your credit isn't that great, and maybe you've got 40K in the bank because you just got like some PPP loan or something like that. And what you could do is tell the seller like, hey, how about this? How about you want to put this property on the market, but it's not in condition to do that. Why don't I put down 20K for the repairs, and then we can just split the profits on the back end? So that's another way that you can get out here, partner up with the seller, and still be able to take these properties down and make maximum profits. So I want you all wrapping you all's minds around these additional exit strategies, because honestly, I feel like that's the only way to really be competitive right now. If a seller had to choose between, like you, for instance, who just reaches out to them and gives them that one wholesale lowball offer, versus me, who gives them that low wholesale offer, but also I'm anchoring them with the wholesale offer, and then I'm also gonna give them additional exit strategies as well. They're gonna feel like I had their best interests in mind, because I didn't just come with that one offer. I came with a platter of options. Obviously, every option that I present to them is gonna work for me, so I'm really just doing my best to make sure that I can provide more options so we can get more yeses. If you have more options, you're gonna get more yeses. It kind of just makes sense, right? So, excuse me. So I think it's very, very important. Lord have mercy. Super loud. That's a whole helicopter. Lord have mercy. Anyway, so I think it's super, super important, though, for you all to be thinking about these things and really wrapping your mind around these additional strategies. So like I said, I have some resources for you all in this podcast for you to be able to go check out, so you can get a deeper understanding of what I'm talking about here. So I highly, highly recommend that you all go check out Jerry Norton. Jerry Norton has a playlist on his YouTube channel. I think it's titled like creative real estate financing strategies, something like that. Check out Jerry Norton. Go to his channel on YouTube, go to his playlist section, and then click on that creative real estate financing playlist. I think it's like 20 videos, 19 videos, something like that, or whatever, plus or minus a few. And then check out that whole playlist. Watch the whole playlist twice. Trust me, like, do yourself a favor, right? Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. All right, check out that Jerry Norton playlist. Check out a guy named Brian Arigbo. I'm sure a lot of you all listening to this are familiar with Brian Arigbo. He's like a real heavy out here when it comes to subject to deals specifically. I also recommend check out Chris Monroe. He has a website called wokerealestate.com. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, wokerealestate.com. And on that site, he has like a ton of free resources, as well as like some paid for things as well, or whatever. So definitely check him out, as well as my guy Sean Young. That would be the last one that I would recommend. He has a YouTube channel called Adventures in Wholesaling, and he actually does these lease options himself. He doesn't talk too much about lease options on his channel, but he is a wholesale coach as well, and I'm sure that he would be more than glad to provide some resources on lease options if you all reached out to him and wanted to get like some one-on-one on how to do some lease options. So anyway, those are like some resources that you all can kind of take from this podcast and be able to implement right away going forward. I want you all to get the best results out here. I want you all to win. It's more than enough money to go around, but with everything that's happening right now, there are more real estate agents. There are more licensed real estate agents in America than there are properties on the market. All right, so there's tons of competition right now, crazy amounts of competition. Everyone's fighting over the same properties, but the government has everyone cushy right now. No one's really nervous or worried about trying to sell their property super fast because of the moratoriums, the money that everyone's getting blessed with. So it's like there's not a lot of motivation for a lot of people to want to sell. But keep in mind that follow-up pipeline is where it's at. So over these next few months, I think that the moratorium is going to be ending at the end of June. They just recently extended it for like another 3 months. It was supposed to end at the end of March, so now it's going to end at the end of June. So pretty much for the next 3 months, what I recommend is to really wrap you all's mind around these creative real estate strategies and put yourself in position to where once that moratorium is done, you've got a nice, hefty, healthy pipeline of motivated sellers that are ready to go. You've already established a relationship with them. You want to be the obvious choice for these individuals when they are in that situation where they have to sell. All right, so that's my advice. Like, get out here, build up that pipeline. Even if people aren't converting immediately, keep putting in that work, keep having these conversations. Wrap your mind around creative real estate strategies so then when the time comes, you can take off. You can actually take advantage of the opportunity that's going to be there. But honestly, like even right now, there's plenty of people out here that will take a lease option deal before they'll take your wholesale offer because you're still offering them a lot of times full price or very close to full price for the property. So check out those resources that I gave you all. Really wrap your mind around these strategies and put yourself in position to maximize your profit this year, y'all. Like all of the heavies around the nation are talking about how their wholesale deal flow is down. So put yourself in position to win. Learn these additional real estate strategies, the exit strategies. Trust me, ignorance is bliss, but knowledge is power. If you're just coming out here with this lowball wholesale offer, honestly, it's like at this point you're really shooting yourself in the foot. Like it's like, like everyone else is offering like 20-50% over asking price, and you just coming in like, yeah, I just want to lowball you. I'm like, it's just not gonna work, B. So it's hard right now. So definitely make sure that y'all take everything that I'm giving you all into consideration and get out there and get busy, man. I hope that this has been helpful for you all. I hope that y'all staying healthy, feeling blessed out there as always. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Until next time, we are